M0FXB. Welcome back to my videos on the Yaesu FTX-1 that you're seeing here. Shack in the box, APRS, Bluetooth, GPS, HF, 6 meters. In the UK, 4 meters, VHF, UHF. Simultaneous C4FM, receive A and B, VHF, UHF. And you can listen to HF, and at the same time, you can be listening to your hotspot. I've got my open spot here, or your favorite local repeater. So yeah, it's fantastic. And this head unit here is everything that you need up to 10 watts. Yes, they brought out the SPA1 amplifier and tuner that clips on the back, makes it about the same size as the 991. And then it's a base station, isn't it? And otherwise you've got this portable choice, 2 antennas on the back of it. So I thought I'd show the similarities, you know, in design with the FTM. I know we've got the 510 out now, and this is the 500. This is, again, VHF, UHF, Bluetooth. They use the same Bluetooth, you know, Yaesu provided headset that you put in your ear. They've got PMG mode. Let's press the PMG button. That comes to life. And we'll press it on here. And it works really well. I love PMG, you know, with the activity, and you've got auto mode, manual mode, where you manually select the different ones, or you can select auto mode. And then here it is here, just scrolling through, and you can select auto mode and it will automatically do it for you. Come out of PMG. Oh, look at that. I'll leave that there because it looks pretty. That's my local node. Now here we were listening earlier with the sub dial here. We were listening to my open spot, believe it or not, on DMR, because you can do that. There it is there. When you've got an open spot 4 cross modes. Leave it there. And look at it, it's got a built-in battery and it works really well. I've got several hotspots here and they're all working really well with both these sets. So I was hoping, just a preference here, that they were going to bring out this form factor for something like the Yaesu 817, which I still didn't mind the fact that there's a back end to this top unit, because I thought that would be a really cool new 817. Separate VFO for A and B here and here, by the way. Separate VFO for volume here. Look, volume, press it, you get the squelch. And when you're on HF, press this side, that you get the RF gain and the volume as well, which will turn up a little bit. Not too busy. Of course, 3DS scope. You're not going to get that with the FT500 or 510, although there is a scope here. Let's just back out a minute. So press the PM button. Of course, VFO memory mode. But I think there's grouping, mag grouping, SDX. There is an SDX on the 500, but I think on the 5100 there's an SDX, extra SDX module. It works better. I'll do a separate video showing SDX, but it seems to be, you know, come on regardless of whether I'm on HF or VHF, UHF, which is cool. And then you can change all the colors, completely customizable as well. I've tested this on APRS. It does actually work. There's a couple of little tweaks required, but it's working fine in my opinion. No HF bands with this, you know, with the FT500. If you hold down the function, turn that down. Oh, wrong channel. DMR coming in there. Look, you get the call sign even though it's cross moding. I'm going to press and hold the function. Both of these hold SD cards. They're very easy to back up and to, you know, eventually use with RT systems. Also firmware upgradable. And I know that the SDX does screenshots. If you hold down screen capture, I'm pretty sure that the FTM500 does a screen capture, doesn't it? No? Do you know what? I actually don't know. I'll have to check on that. But yeah, you can have dual receive here. You can have C4FM, and double check that with Yaesu. But definitely VHF and UHF across the bands. Let's press the function button, the short version, and we've got these. We can customize this window, okay? And you see that it went straight into scanning there. If you press and hold the long, then you've got this long menu, and it's quicker to scroll down the long menu normally using this, but it's not doing it for me today. Why is that then? It's because I'm scanning. Let's stop the scanning. Now let's do the long press again. And then, oh, I've done it so you can see the old-fashioned menu. I forgot I did that. And I've made a video showing how. And then when you go into it, let's just go into scanning. And then you've got the long menu, which I thought you could scroll down faster with that button, but maybe because I've changed it. Oh, it's only showing the scan menu. That's interesting. Yeah, of course it is, because we've separated it. Okay, so anyway, I'm waffling now. So you've got the Wires X and the X button here. You've got group mode, which works really well on both sets. You got that nice display. I'm just going to press display here, and you get the graph if there's activity. Let's move it to those activity. It's 4, 3, 3. Press and hold. It's come out. Oh, look at that. That's cool, isn't it? Back. And back again. Come out. Press and hold. Back. I thought if we pressed and hold, we could type in the frequency, but it's not letting me do it. Both touch screen. So we're going to tap this button, tap keypad, and we're going to go 433 900, and then put it into DM mode with the DX button. Now, yes, they do. They're going to both work on PDN mode. So hopefully we should start picking up the DMR on this one as well. Turn it up. When you hit display, it's almost like you go single screen. We hold down the function on the FTX, and look at all these menus. The one I use a lot on HF is the D level. Hit that, and then whatever you press becomes on the function knob, and then you can go right and left here, look. So we turn up HF, back out. And then if we turn the D level, look, it brings down the sort of sensitivity of the waterfall. And of course, you can hit 3DS. And you can bring that. I reckon when you bring it down to about quite low. Let's go the right way. And you can start to see the patterns a bit clearer. There you go. So it's almost like an ocean, isn't it? And you actually get used to it. It's quite good when you get used to it. But you'll see that when you press and hold, and also you're seeing that we're getting the information there on there from DMR on both radios. When you press and hold, and you go forward, or you can turn the function, you've got play record there, messages, but you've got all these different settings. And look, APRS, all there. Extension, that's your SD card, software version, display settings, back, operation CW. Not loud enough. Okay, right. Just flicking through different memories there. Quick memory, back button there on the bottom. Fine and fast underneath here. I don't know if you can see that. Different display selections. You can stack it. So these are about, I think the FTM510 is about £650, isn't it? And even stacked like that, it's looking good. Oh, America Link. That must be my other hotspot. But so yeah, I thought I'd show them side by side. Obviously, the FTX can operate independently without any back unit. The FT500 cannot. It needs its back unit. So you can see there. And it's quite a chunk though, the 500. They're both quite a chunk. And if we look from behind, you can see, I'm just going to sort of shine it down, the two antenna connectors that we've got on the back of the FTX. But when you connect the SP1, you actually get two HF antennas. That's quite clever how they've done that. You know, price-wise for that, you'd even in the USA, I think you're looking $1,500 for the front head field unit, and then probably $2,000 for the whole caboodle, which is you get more for your money. Of course, there's way more to these radios than I've showed, but I thought it'd be interesting to show them together. How the design, you can see there's a similarity, but they are completely different in their architecture. I would say this reminds me more of how it works of the FTM500, 200, and this is reminding me of the FT710 and DX10 and FT101. But you know, Yaesu have done amazing work on this. You're never going to get away from that. Why do they cost so much? Why has the price come out so high on such a small set? Well, why did it come high on the 705? Because it's just they've packed so much technology, the research and development costs, and yeah, it wasn't going to sell a giveaway price. And it is 2 radios in one. It's dual receive simultaneous, and you're paying for that. Thanks for watching my channel. Please subscribe. 7-3.